not know that I use my iPad as my main form of computing. Yes, I have a MacBook back here, but I have an all iPad desk setup that I use to kind of get a lot of my actual revenue generating tasks done. And I've always been in a situation with iPad stands because I like to use my iPad as my computer, and now with iPadOS 17 I can use extended monitor support and be able to use a Bluetooth keyboard, and I usually have a stand on the left hand side of my monitor. But then when I want to use it in actual tablet mode, which is what an iPad was meant to be used for, and take maybe handwritten notes or edit a thumbnail, I have to remove the iPad from the stand, put it on a surface, and then get to work that way. And I've been looking for an iPad stand that can kind of help solve both of those issues without having to constantly remove the iPad and put it back on. And this new X36 stand by a company called Kuxiu, I believe it's called, that's Kuxiu, ends up solving all the problems that I had with all previous magnetic stands that are used for iPads and iPad Pros. So in this video, I just wanted to highlight this new accessory that I've been using. I think it's a must-have for anybody that uses their iPad in a desk setup, for anybody that uses their iPad at a desk in general. So let's get right into it. So the X36 stand, the first thing that you notice when you open it up out of the box is just that it's very quality. It's nice and hefty, it's heavy, and it was very easy to install. It installs just like any other monitor arm with a clamp. So you go to the rear of your desk. I'm using a rather thin desk, a new FlexiSpot desk that I'm testing out, but it does give you a big enough width to be able to fit it into pretty much any size desk of any size thickness. And with this desk, I am using about a 30-inch depth for that desk, and the actual arms of this new X36 stand easily reach the end of that arm. So if you have a very long desk or deep desk, it should still work perfectly fine. But what I like about this desk arm or desk stand is that it is very premium, right? It's made out of aluminum for the actual arms. The hinges are made out of stainless steel, so they're easy to move around, but extremely sturdy. So when you move it into one spot, it's going to remain in that one spot for a long period of time, or if not forever at that point. But being able to just move your iPad around to any orientation, any depth, any kind of closeness to you, and then being able to just leave it there and let it go is an amazing thing to have. And this X36 iPad arm is able to do all that and then some. So as I mentioned, the way that I like to use my iPad in my desk setup is I like to have it in this stand mode. So kind of the arms are kind of in accordion style, so you can kind of mush them all together to get it as far away as possible from you. And then it actually expands all the way out to almost be a completely straight line to be able to reach you at kind of the farthest depths of the actual iPad on the other side of the desk itself. So the way that I use it is when I'm using it in computer mode, which is I have my Bluetooth keyboard and my Bluetooth mouse on my desk itself, and then I have the iPad on the left hand side of a monitor that I'm using, which is a Philips 27-inch 4K monitor. I'm working on a new iPad Pro desk setup, so definitely stay subscribed if you're interested in something like that. But whenever I need to maybe edit a thumbnail or take some handwritten notes, all I have to do now is pull that iPad closer to me, kind of tilt it down, because it does allow you to tilt pretty much 360 degrees, and then start using my Apple Pencil whenever I see fit. And something that allows this to happen very easily is that the magnet strength on the actual magnetic plate that attaches the iPad to the arm is extremely strong, because if with any other stand, if the magnets aren't strong enough, you'll just pop the iPad off by accident. But the fact that these magnets are so strong, you just slap the iPad on there, and then you're able to freely move the iPad with the magnetic arm as easily or as much as you want. So you do have 3 different hinge points with the arm itself. You have the main hinge and then the 2 subsequent hinges that allow you to kind of stand it up as tall as you want, or bring it out as far as you want, or even bring it down low if you want to put it on the front side of your actual desk itself. Then where the clamp is actually rotates, I believe, almost 360 degrees. So if you want to move it around, you can do that. But then also there is a ball joint where the iPad plate connects to the actual arm itself, and even that allows you to move it around pretty much infinitely as well. So you're able to have it in multiple positions. I use those main 2 that I said, so pretty much all the way folded up to the left of the monitor, and then all the way pulled out to be able to draw on it or take handwritten notes. But then also you can bring it out and kind of have this kind of cockpit style interface or kind of situation where you have the iPad kind of on your left hand side facing you. You're able to use a touchscreen whenever you want, but then also still be connected to an external monitor and be using the iPad as your main computer on that external monitor with floating windows and things like that. So overall, I think this iPad stand or iPad arm has been great for my workflow. I just wanted to quickly highlight it before I get into a more elaborate desk setup video, because it is very sturdy, it's very quality. For the price, it's pretty much unbeatable. It's less than $100 either on Amazon or directly from their website. And it works with the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, which is the iPad Pro that I'm using it with. It also works with the 11-inch iPad Pro, as well as the new 10.9-inch iPad Air. So if you have any of those models, you'll be able to use it with no problem. But let me know with a comment down below. Is this something that you would be interested in? Do you guys use your iPad on your desk? Do you guys use an iPad stand? How do you use your iPad? Would this fit in your workflow? Because for me, it's kind of a match made in heaven. Like I said, it's very easy to use. It's very fluid. Being able to kind of position the iPad at any spot or any orientation at any moment is very, very nice. And I can't see myself going back to any other stand at this point. I'm probably going to put this stand on my actual main desk right behind me and use it that way as well. But that is going to do for this video, everybody. If you did make it to the end, leave a little dolphin in the comments down below so I know that you made it to the end. And if you guys want to watch more iOS, iPadOS, or macOS videos, click on one of these videos right here. And until next time, I'm Fernando. I'm out of here, everybody. Peace.